The kind people at Longer reached out to my channel and offered me a Longer Ray5 Mini S to test. For transparency, I'm not being paid to promote this engraver, and this review is based on my personal opinions. The Ray5 Mini S is a compact, pre-assembled laser engraver that's basically ready to use. All you have to do is attach the laser module, plug it in, and install your chosen software. I'm using the free LaserGRBL, connecting the engraver directly to my PC via the USB. I'm operating the 5.5 watt version, which has a 130 by 120mm working area. It has a speed of up to 12,000mm per minute with a beam accuracy of 0.08mm for fine engraving detail. While a top mechanical speed sets an upper limit on output, it's not the defining factor for your actual laser cutting or engraving speed. In the real world, cutting speed is governed by thermodynamics and your material properties. The engraver has built-in safety protection such as the X and Y limit switches, an emergency stop, and detects if the enclosure has been opened during operation, which pauses your work. This enclosure itself fully wraps around the engraver, which includes the bottom. But I couldn't see any markings regarding the wavelength blot or any approval marks on the enclosure itself. It does come with safety eyewear, which is marked and approved, and I checked this against the wavelength of the laser, which in my case was correct. I reached out to Longer, who confirmed that the machine had passed Class 1 certification testing and acknowledged my concerns about the lack of labelling on the machine. They told me that this feedback would be passed along for review and improvement. Although they weren't able to provide the full certification documents directly due to company policy, they did provide supporting evidence from the test report. But though this has been confirmed, the glasses have been supplied for safety and should be worn. My first test was to create a slot together cardboard prototype of a lampshade for a reading light. I designed this in FreeCAD, exported, converted, and then imported the SVGs into LaserGRBL. Then I started the cutting. The cardboard prototype came together quite quickly, with nice clean cuts and minimal charring. The fan at the back extracted the smoke during operation, so you will need ventilation when using the engraver. Working out the correct laser settings is straightforward with the recommended software. Here I've loaded the cutting test from LaserGRBL and entered the speed range, number of steps and the passes. Next, raise the laser head and click the frame button on the software. The laser pointer will trace the outline of the test so you can see exactly where it will be positioned on the material. Once you're happy with the placement, focus the laser using the supplied spacer and start the test. Using the 4mm thick piece of wood, I can clearly see that the two passes at full power and speed of 200mm per minute are enough to achieve a clean cut all the way through. I can then use those settings for the final project. It's also worth noting that I'm using an old wall tile, which is placed beneath the workpiece to absorb the laser beam. It fits neatly within the laser cutting area and provides a simple, effective sacrificial surface. There are the similar tests that you can use for engraving settings. Though I tried some engraving and was pleased with the test and the quality, I still need to learn the workflow as this requires adjusting the image brightness and contrast for the material used. Overall, if you're a hobbyist looking for a compact laser for model making, prototyping, craft work and light cutting, the Ray5 Mini S is not trying to compete with larger workshop lasers, but within its role it performs very well and earns its place in the hobbyist workspace. If you want to know more or would like to purchase the unit, I've included links in the description of this video. I hope you enjoyed that review and I hope to see you again.